Hey everyone, welcome to your Timeless Love reading. My name is Natalie and this is Eve's Rising Tarot. And this will be a general collective reading that will be delving into your current romantic timeline. Keep in mind that this reading is geared towards those who find themselves in a romantic experience that is not clear or understood in some way, where things are confusing, miscommunications are happening, things of that nature, where things are not flowing smoothly. So that will help you to understand if this reading is for you. Please keep in mind that at any point, the timeline that I'm picking up on can change. This is with your thoughts, your actions, and your beliefs. God gave you free will and intuition. Please use them both. They will guide you and they will never steer you wrong. And with that in mind, your intuition will help you to take from the reading that which is meant for you and let you know what is meant to be left behind. So please tune into and trust your intuition throughout the length of this reading. With that in mind, let's get into it. What do I want to do here? Let's get your person's overall energy towards this connection right now. How they're viewing it, how they're feeling about it. How are they viewing and feeling about this connection in their life right now? Skepticism. Questioning and examining everything. This person doesn't just accept what they experience in this connection blindly. They really critique and examine every detail of it. This is how your person operates. So that's how they're viewing this connection, is very skeptical of it. All right. Let's get a little bit more. What more can you tell us about this spirit? Why skepticism? How else is this person feeling about this connection with the collective? Tell me more about skepticism. Toxicity. I feel like your person has a history of patterned connections with toxic individuals. It's kind of like a trauma response or a way in which their younger life was painted and their experience was painted, so they see or are drawn to toxic style of connections. And so that's where the skepticism comes from. This person has a history of connecting with people who are just really unhealthy and not operating from their soul. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. How is this person viewing your connection? Keys on a ring, one night stand. Many options, decisions, unconventional, string along. So, and that kind of confirms a little bit more of this toxicity, as this person has kind of been drawn to hot and cold dynamics, situations where they don't feel valued, situations where things and feelings and intentions are unclear. And so your person is naturally operating from a place of awareness, of being mindful to watch for this, and they're doing that in this connection. Okay. So that is where your person is at. So if that feels like what you're experiencing, then this reading may be for you. What are your overall energies towards each other? How are you viewing each other presently? Let's get one tarot for each. Okay, so what popped out for you, how you're viewing them is they brought you back to life. They showed you a new way. They caused you to see life through significantly more opened and capable eyes. What was once in your peripheral or your blind spot is now seen. And it feels like you are ready to let an old way and an old existence be in your past and not come with you into this connection. Okay? And how they're viewing you. Fast-moving communication, quick-moving energy. I want to get a clarifier for that. A strong desire to go forward, feeling divinely guided, to step into their masculinity. Inspiration has struck this person, and there is a desire to proceed, to go forward. But there is skepticism, right? Okay, tell me more about this Eight of Wands for the viewer's person. Why the Eight of Wands? The Star. Walking a fine line between hope and fear or doubt, right? So, there's a little bit of a naked lady on here. So, seeing potential, seeing an opportunity, seeing the light of a way forward and wanting to go towards it, seeing profound healing and connection and beauty and alignment here. After a really hard time in this person's life, they see you as, a possible is keyword. 655 was on the clock. I don't know why I saw 555. But feeling hopeful, but with a little bit of that awareness of what they typically tend to attract. So trying to be open-minded, to go towards this with an open heart, but recognizing patterns in themselves. Okay, let's see. Let's get a little bit more about you and this judgment. Why judgment as how you're viewing your person? Being called back to life. Feeling that there's divinity and a spiritual aspect of this connection. Caring connection. A new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It may be a kindred spirit, and I just said that, or possibly even romance. It could be someone new or the deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection, and you are. With that, I feel like you, with this hand, you are reaching out, like metaphorically, symbolically, and ready to flow with it, to play with it, to ride the wave, right? Like the dolphins. Tell me more about this Eight of Wands and Star energy they're feeling towards you. Tell me more about their energy, Spirit. Why the Eight of Wands and the Star? Okay. Professional assistance. This person is recognizing it may be time to seek wise counsel. This could be in any life area, from legal or financial advice to more personal needs such as counseling or therapy. So this person is feeling like with this tendency and pattern and cyclical experience of going for toxic people or being drawn to or connected to toxic people, this person wants that cycle to end. And they may be aware that a therapist or counselor or professional assistance might be their next step. And feeling depleted as well. You are overgiving and not taking enough time to rest and rejuvenate. Reevaluate your relationships and commitments, or you may soon risk your health deteriorating. So this feels like your person has a tendency to connect to people and to overgive while they overtake. So very imbalanced, depleting, like energetic vampire type of people this person connects to. And they are done with that. But this might be a message for you to understand or be mindful that if you're getting any on the receiving end, you're picking up 10:10 on the clock, picking up on any of this skepticism, or in a sense that your person is holding back or treating you in a way that doesn't feel proportionate to what's happened or how you've behaved towards them, know that this could be where it's stemming from if this is your reading. But I don't feel that you are this type of person. I feel that this person is connected to you and you are not like the others. One of those things is not like the others. Isn't that a song? I don't know why I'm hearing that. Okay, let's see. What is the strongest connecting energy between you and your person? Let's get this one. Yeah, strongest connecting energy here between you and this person. Strongest connecting energy. Nature therapy. Your souls love to connect and be one with nature. So both of you are types of people that love to be outside, that love to connect with the natural world, that find peace and healing and a sanctuary of, tranquility in nature. A beautiful healing takes place when you ground and center yourself with the earth. Being in nature has a way to restore what has been lost and brings you back to your center. Both of you are people who really require nature in your life. Also, it says grounded here, so both of you are very grounded, down to earth, reasonable type people. Okay, let's see here. What do we want here? I'm going to get another one of these. Tell me more about this connecting energy of nature lovers. Let's get a clarifier for you and one for them. Tell me more about this connecting energy. Tranquility. I believe I said that. Present, abundance, success. It could be winter, or you could enjoy being outside in wintry conditions. I feel that when you're in nature, when you're outside, it is a way in which you find presence and being in your mindful stillness. And I just saw 1, 2, 3. Or no, it was 1, 3, 2, 4 on the clock. Never mind. It could remind you of times that you spent with family as a child growing up. Maybe you had a family that liked to get outside and go camping and do outdoor things. And it's a healthy, inherited lifestyle that you carried on from childhood. All right? And family, which that feels like a mirrored type of energy, is it feels like home to be outside. And for your person as well. Both cards show family. So this, you align very much so with finding peace and solace and happiness and bliss in nature. And this is experiences, these are experiences that were, that a love for were bred and grown in childhood. Okay. What is the strongest crossing energy here? Strongest crossing energy between you and your person. Where's the strongest crossing energy right now? Where's the blockage and the disconnect What stands in the way of alignment and resonance and healthy communication right now? Actions and reactions. Number 33. I feel like the strongest crossing energy is being reactive to one another's actions, communications, whatnot. I'm feeling like with the red that flows through here that both of you, because this is a crossing energy connected to both of you, that you're fiery personality types. Really people that kind of sometimes can be quick to speak before thinking. Let's get a little bit more about that. Let's see here. Tell me more about this crossing energy. Jellyfish might have some connection here or symbolic reference for you. I also see a person here out in nature. So this could be for both of you a place where you go and you find your center, where things calm down, where you find your peace, where emotions calm, and you find yourself again. It feels like each of you could, in your own way, just be very, have a tendency to get in your emotions, in your response, in your reactions. And with the fiery personality getting in their emotions, that can produce boiling water. Okay. Let's get a clarifier for you and them on this crossing energy and see if we can get a little bit more information on it. Tell me more about this crossing energy, Spirit. I feel like a teapot that, is kind of whistling. Sometimes the reaction that is the speaking before the thinking, when that happens, it feels like the only thing that helps you and this person to get back to a calmness is being alone. Okay, 3, 2, 1. You've narrowed your focus to one desired outcome, and you might be missing a bigger opportunity. Open up and let the universe send you the highest possible result. So this frustration, this reaction could be a response to having a projected and expected outcome or experience and it not going according to plan. I just saw 1818 on the clock. A very narrowed focus to a desired outcome. This crossing energy is a result of not being open to alternative options in some way. Okay. And then for them, taking charge. You're taking a back seat in a relationship or situation, and it may end up costing you time, money, or opportunity. You need to step up and regain control once again. So passivity or standing on the sidelines of the situation, I feel for your person with the crossing energy, this person is yelling and this person, their mouth is shut and they're quiet. They're standing away from it, not voicing, not connecting with what's happening. And I feel like this frustration and this reactivity could be a result of wanting to speak up, but feeling like it's dangerous in some way to do so, so they don't. And then it gets to a boiling point and there's an explosion. There are many other ways in which to go about this and to navigate it that would produce a result that is desirable for you on your end. And to be mindful that sometimes experiences, and most often experiences, don't go how you foresee them in romantic connections. Be open and try to see the bigger picture, to step back and to focus outward. I had mentioned something about you're seeing a bigger picture. What was once in the peripherals or the blind spot is now seen. So this blockage energy is a tendency to revert back into the old a little bit. And maybe this is something that's happening without your awareness because it doesn't just seem like something you desire to do. So keep that in mind. It feels like your person is somebody who is typically in charge, somebody who is typically a leader. And I see with this person standing in the background and watching this person, I feel like this person might see you as somebody who is a leader. And it's challenging them in a way that they've not been challenged. And it's very frustrating because they don't understand why you, of all people, have caused them to question their ability to step up and lead. And there's a bit of a frustration and an internal dialogue going on with your person. Outwardly, they seem calm, peaceful, even unbothered, unaffected, but internally, I feel like it is that is happening, right? Just frustration, an inability to see how to navigate this connection in a way that feels good, right? Okay. Reassess on the bottom of the deck. Both of you are being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. This could be thoughts as well. 22:11 on the clock. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup. Some life cleanup of possibly some old ways, old thoughts. Okay, let's see here. I want to get some tarot. What important aspect is your person keeping from you in this connection? What important aspect are they keeping from you presently? I feel like that they recognize that they stooped below what they know to be their moral standard. That they let their ego get in the way and words were spoken that were not thought through. And now this person has kind of taken a step back to try and recover from the words that were spoken and the way they acted towards you. And that's why if this is the case, there's distance between the two of you. But in this sense, this person is ready to take a leap of faith, but at the same time, they feel like a fool. They feel that they have done something that is shameful and embarrassing, and to walk forward, they just feel like they're wearing just a ridiculous outfit that they're going to be judged for, but ultimately it's what their heart wants, is to take that leap of faith towards you. They do acknowledge that they were egotistical and kind of impulsive in their communication. So this is what they're keeping from you or not telling you, is that there is an awareness or an acknowledgement of the behavior and an accountability, 24:24 on the clock, at least internally about it. I want to get a little bit more about this, what they're keeping. Spirit, please clarify a little bit more on this topic. So 5, 4, and 0, so 9. I'm reading more about soft skills and emotions because I never had a connection like this, and I want to be your stable partner. I'm reading more about soft skills and emotions. Understanding possibly why they were so quick to speak before they thought. And this person wants to evolve past that type of mentality and behavior. I am now able to maintain a calm reaction under stressful events. Each day I feel closer to you and ready to start a healthy relationship. So your person has, through whatever has happened with and between you, found a little bit more balance within, internal balance. Okay. And at this point, as it stands, as you're listening to this reading, if your person, what's one thing that they need from you in this connection at this time, but will never ask you for? Let's get one card. A journey. Going somewhere new emotionally. Perhaps starting off, and I saw friendship at the bottom, so starting this journey as friends and building from that friendship. This is something that feels very important and realistic to your person. It feels like a mentality of, if there is anything here that is of value, starting off as friends and building a foundation of friendship will only strengthen it and bring it out. And if limiting it to just friendship will be the death of it, then it's not meant to be. And this is your person's mentality right now. And this is something that they want you to be open to, and they wish that you would be okay with it. Okay. Is there anything else I want to get here? Right now, as you navigate this connection, what is your strength? What is already within you that you can tap into and use to help you navigate from where you're at with this person for the highest good? What is your strength right now? What is your strength? Letting the old go. That doesn't mean forgetting and just pretending it didn't happen, but your strength right now is in your ability to let go of the past and to look towards a more aligned, respectful, balanced, and devoted path forward. There is new potential that can come from this mentality, and that will come from this mentality. From a higher perspective of knowing that we are all doing the best we can with what we have at the point we know what we know. And there is a new beginning and potential here. Okay. Let's get advice from your higher self. 2 cards. What advice does your higher self have for you right now for your highest good? If you're open and receptive to this message, what guidance does your higher self have for you? Let's get 2 cards. One more. Okay, let's see. So we have warning and argument. The road ahead is dark and foreboding, hinting of trials yet to come. This is your opportunity to reevaluate the situation and decide whether or not to proceed. Dark and foreboding to me speaks that in order to go forward in this connection, there's a recognition that you have to walk through your shadow. And walking through a shadow can be very uncomfortable. It can be very difficult. Some of the hardest work you'll ever have to do. But on the other side of it is light and awareness and beauty and peace. Argument. Conflicts are brewing and the air is heavy with tension. Be mindful of your words and actions, as small sparks could ignite into a greater fire. And this really does speak to, I had mentioned that, where did I even see it? I don't remember. Something about how both of you appear to be fiery type personalities. Oh, with this one. The red in the waves, interwoven in the waves, kind of spoke to me. So this is a message from Spirit that going forward with this connection and trying to navigate and find the middle way and balance within it will require you to walk through your shadow, and there may be conflict ahead. If you, 31 was on the clock, and if you as well are mindful to think before you speak and to operate from this new you, this caring you, this person that sees a new way of operating and being and chooses actively and consciously to operate from that space, as opposed to this old energy that you keep slipping into, which is a desire to have a more focused and expected outcome and experience, to focus outward and to step into that new you of seeing more in the peripheral, more of what was in the blind spots, right? More of what was in the shadow. So this could also be a message too with this, is that be mindful that maybe you are going towards this person and this connection in a way that is of the old, that is operating from the shadow. And regroup, analyze, see how you can do that in a way that's more aligned with this energy that you hold towards them of judgment and caring connection. Okay. So 13 and 24 could be ages, could be dates. What is that? 4 and 6, 10. New beginning breaks down to 1. All right. And let's make some room here. There's a lot of cards here. Consistency was at the bottom. Consistent with this new you, right? The higher gaze. 3322 is just on the clock. Okay. What actionable guidance does your spirit, your higher self, have for you? What actionable guidance? Ground. And that was grounded is part of the connecting energy. Interesting. Okay. $26. This could be also stay grounded, right? Be grounded in your response. Make sure that your responses are not tethered to thinking too much and creating stories that don't exist and being up in the headspace a lot, and then taking that mentality in your communications with your person. Be grounded in facts and reality. Be connected to how you feel and to what's happening. Be true to what you want to say, and be sure to operate from your higher mind. The part of you that is not afraid to be vulnerable, the part of you that has no need to be right or have the last word, the part of you that is wise and old and has survived many lifetimes and experiences. So, I want to read about this one. This is your advice. 26. Co-regulate with Mama Earth. The energetic crap show of life will clog up the gears, not only of your mind, but of your energy as well. This is why grounding is so important. Grounding is the process of realigning your energy in tandem with the earth. This is necessary for us to shuck off the stresses, anxieties, and pressures that come our way. What are you ready to shuck off and release? Although grounding exercises can also be done with water or breath, there is a special kind of grounding that happens when you ground with the natural properties of earth. This card is a reminder to diffuse the chaos and overwhelm by connecting with your original cosmic mother. And I had just felt like in another reading I'd said, your charging port, right? There's a lot of if you're curious about the effects of earthing is what it's actually called. There's a book called Earthing where they go into the science of everything that happens when you just put your darn feet on the ground. It's pretty simple. It's difficult when it's snowy, right? If I mentioned that one of you where you're located might be cold, but okay. Take some time in nature to recalibrate your worries and woes and to absorb the wisdom and natural healing properties of this beautiful planet with which we are privileged to co-regulate. Ground yourself to find some sorely needed peace and rejuvenation. Go outside, lay your bare feet on, or bare palms on the ground and breathe intentionally and steadily. Take note of the sensations that pass through your body through this connection. Allow each breath cycle to be a space where your own energy diffuses and recalibrates based on the reciprocal energetic loop you've found or you've formed with the earth. Allow the ground to be a neutral but loving guide. Mother Earth does not have the same priorities and anxieties that you do. So let her impartial strength and wisdom set the tone. Express your gratitude with words or thanks, or safe, biodegradable offerings for the land. Co-regulate with Earth. Okay, so that's the guidance. And I want to close it out with an angel number. What would you like to say to the collective? 5555. And I said I thought I'd seen 555 on the clock, so fives. Change, a shift in direction. You're in a space right now where change is happening for the better. It's causing you to shake up what you think you know about life and to see something differently. Renewal. Your life is entering a phase of expansion and renewal, and it will bring greater alignment on your journey, shedding the shackles that have held you back. If you feel the urge to make a change, trust that it is a sign from the universe guiding you towards the path meant for you. And that is this call to the new you. This awareness that this connection has a divine purpose of some sort. You see and feel differently with this person. Be grounded. Make sure that you're taking time to address and release and alchemize your stress. Connecting with nature. And in doing so, this feels like it will help you to cut the cords that connect you to stress and old paradigms of thought and belief and experience. So 555. All right, I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope it was helpful for you. And if it was, please let me know. I'd love to hear back from you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. And it is an easy and free way to show reciprocity for these readings. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm sending you guys all so much love. And I'll talk to you soon.